Problem number 10. Hard starting, especially in cold weather. Every diesel owner has experienced that moment. You twist the key, and the engine hesitates like it's waking up from a deep winter coma. Hard starting is one of the most common diesel complaints, especially when temperatures drop. The culprit usually lies in weak glow plugs, low compression, or thickened diesel fuel. When glow plugs fail, they can't preheat the air inside the cylinder, which diesel engines rely on to ignite fuel. Solution? Regularly test your glow plugs and replace any weak or dead ones. Use winter-grade diesel if you live in a cold region. A strong battery also makes a big difference, because diesel engines require higher cranking power. Think of it like giving your engine a cup of coffee before it starts its day. Problem number 9. Black smoke coming from the exhaust. If your diesel vehicle puffs out thick black smoke like an angry dragon, it's not just embarrassing, it's a sign of incomplete combustion. This happens when your engine gets too much fuel or not enough air. Clogged air filters, faulty injectors, and poor quality diesel are the most common reasons. Solution? Start with the simplest fix. Replace your air filter. If the smoke persists, have your injectors cleaned or tested. And always use high-quality diesel from trusted fuel stations. Your engine breathes diesel and air. Take care of both, and the smoke will disappear. Problem number 8. Turbocharger problems. For many diesel owners, the turbo is the pride and joy of the engine until it starts whining, losing boost, or failing completely. A weak turbo means sluggish acceleration, higher fuel consumption, and a frustrating driving experience. The main causes? Low engine oil, dirty oil, or excessive heat. Solution? Change your engine oil on time and use the exact grade recommended by your vehicle manufacturer. A turbo spins at over 100,000 RPM, sometimes even 200,000, so lubrication is life. If you ever hear a high-pitched whistle or feel a sudden loss of power, get the turbo inspected immediately. Catching issues early can save you from a very expensive replacement. Problem number 7. Fuel contamination, water, dirt, and impurities. Diesel fuel is more sensitive than petrol, and unfortunately, contamination is extremely common. Water in the fuel tank can lead to rust, injector damage, and corrosion. Dirt and debris clog filters and reduce engine power. And poor quality diesel is one of the fastest ways to damage a modern diesel engine. Solution: always drain your water separator if your vehicle has one. Replace your fuel filter regularly. If you suspect contaminated fuel, empty the tank and refill it with clean diesel. You'd be surprised how many performance issues vanish instantly once the engine gets clean fuel. Problem number 6. Injector failure or clogging. Injectors are the heart of a diesel engine. They deliver fuel with precision. When injectors get dirty, clogged, or worn out, you'll notice rough idling, knocking, reduced power, and sometimes extreme smoke. Diesel injectors work under intense pressure, so even a little dirt can throw everything off. Solution? Use injector cleaners every few thousand kilometers, especially if you drive in dusty or humid environments. If your vehicle starts shaking at idle or knocks loudly, get a proper injector test done. Replacing injectors can be expensive, but leaving damaged ones inside the engine can cost even more in the long run.
Problem number 5. Overheating issues. A diesel engine that overheats is a ticking time bomb. Unlike petrol engines, diesels generate more heat and stress when under load. Overheating can be caused by a blocked radiator, coolant leaks, a failing water pump, or even a stuck thermostat. If ignored, it can lead to head gasket failure, one of the most dreaded repairs. Solution: check for coolant leaks regularly and top up your coolant with the correct type. Clean your radiator and ensure the fan is working properly. If your temperature gauge starts climbing while driving uphill or under load, take it seriously. Overheating never fixes itself. It only gets worse. Problem number 4. Excessive engine noise and vibration. Diesel engines naturally sound louder than petrol ones, but when the noise becomes excessive, there's a problem. Knocking sounds often come from incorrect fuel timing, faulty injectors, or low-quality diesel. Excessive vibration can result from worn engine mounts or imbalanced components. Solution: get your engine timing checked by a qualified mechanic. Replace damaged mounts and always use high-quality diesel. Many drivers get used to the noise without realizing their engine is screaming for help. Listen to your engine. It talks more than you think. Problem number 3. DPF and EGR system failures. Modern diesel engines rely on emission systems like the diesel particulate filter, DPF, and exhaust gas recirculation valve, or EGR. These systems reduce pollution, but they also get clogged easily. A blocked DPF causes poor power, increased fuel consumption, and warning lights. A stuck EGR valve leads to rough idling, black smoke, and hesitation. Solution: take your diesel on long drives occasionally. Highway runs help burn off soot and clean the DPF naturally. Avoid short trips where the engine doesn't fully heat up. If the DPF light appears, never ignore it. Regeneration is needed. For the EGR, regular cleaning and using high-quality fuel are essential for keeping it functional. Problem number 2. Oil oxidation and poor lubrication. Diesel engines generate more soot and pressure than petrol engines. Over time, diesel oil gets contaminated faster. If the oil becomes too thick or oxidized, it loses its lubricating ability and the engine starts wearing out from the inside. Symptoms include noisy operation, poor performance, and overheating. Solution: change your oil religiously. Don't delay your service intervals. Always use diesel-specific engine oil because petrol oil simply isn't strong enough. And if your vehicle sits unused for long periods, change the oil, even if you haven't driven many kilometers. Time affects oil just as much as mileage. Problem number 1. Major mechanical failures. Head gasket, pistons, and internal damage. This is the nightmare scenario no diesel owner wants to face. Major mechanical failures usually begin with small problems that were ignored, overheating that went untreated, contaminated oil that wasn't changed, injector issues that were left alone, or turbo problems that were shrugged off. A blown head gasket or damaged piston is expensive, stressful, and time-consuming. Solution: the best solution is prevention. Diesel engines are incredibly strong, but they require discipline. Fix small issues early. Maintain your cooling system, fuel system, and lubrication system. And never ever drive a diesel vehicle that's overheating or knocking excessively. That's how minor issues turn into catastrophic ones. Final thoughts. Diesel engines are powerful, reliable, and built for tough work. But like any machine, they demand care. Most diesel problems start small. A dirty filter, a clogged injector, a weak glow plug, and escalate only because drivers don't recognize the warning signs early enough. Understanding these 10 common issues gives you the upper hand. With proper maintenance, clean fuel, regular servicing, and a little attention to unusual noises or performance changes, your diesel engine can run smoothly for hundreds of thousands of kilometers.